house now filled with refugees. And I'm hoping that I'm wrong somehow, but I'm still looking for Louise. I wanna see you running through the fields of green again, the way you always wanted to. I wanna see you kicking up your heels again, oh yeah, the way I never saw you do. Last time I saw her, she was sleeping. Woke her just to say goodbye. And I know she couldn't hear me. I hope she saw it in my eyes. I wanna see you laughing in the waning sunshine, yeah, out on the back porch the way we did. I wanna see you drinking one more glass of white wine, yeah, before you head on up to bed. Just for one more day. But every time I think I found you, look around, you have gone away. Can't believe that she is gone now. No hope of a reprise. I hear her saying, you be strong now, and I will see you in your dreams. That's where I'm looking for Louise. Yeah, I'm looking for Louise.
Snap, snap, snap. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak Your Mind. Thank you so much. Give it up to our featured artist, Chris Belden, back again by popular demand. So go back and watch his first episode with us here. And folks at home, if you noticed, a little bit different today. He's playing the guitar, a little bit of music, which leads us into our writing prompt. So grab a pen. Grab your journal, because you are going to write a 5 to 10 line poem that can also be music lyrics. So a lot of fun. And we will talk to you, Chris, in a little bit to share everything that you have going on, a jack of all artistic trades. And first, I am going to read the poem that I wrote that then Chris translated into some beautiful song lyrics. So as you know, I like you to set it up super duper easy. number your lines 1 through 10. It could be longer if you want. It could be shorter, 1 through 5, and then just go line by line. And so here's my poem, Poetry as Song Lyrics. A government lost on video, looking through virtual reality, using joysticks to blast goblins, forgetting a real boy lives here. I always wanted to play the villain. The jokes they get make soundbite gold. We can walk that line of saintly sinner, a praise we get from hearts gone cold. Yes, they talk a line of saintly sinner, but we praise them through their hearts, though their hearts are cold. I'm going to read it again, just so folks at home, when he's singing it, you can pick up on some of the lines. So again, when he's singing it, I want you to hear the lines and see how he made it into music magic. So again, a government lost on video, looking through virtual reality, using joysticks to blast goblins, forgetting a real boy lives here. I always wanted to play the villain. The jokes they get make soundbite gold. We can walk that line of saintly sinner, a praise we get from hearts gone cold. Yes, they talk a line of saintly sinner, but we praise them, though their hearts are cold. All right, Chris, let's see what you made of it.
Okay, here we go. And I have a little added extra harmonica as well.
Government lost on video, looking through virtual reality, using joysticks to blast the goblins, forgetting a real boy lives here. I always wanted to play the villain. The jokes they get make soundbites gold. I always wanted to make a killing. It's a story that never grows old. We can walk that line of saintly sinner, a praise we get from hearts gone cold. We can talk a line of saintly sinner, and we praise them though their hearts are cold.
And the crowd goes wild. Wow, you made that magic. You made that unbelievable magic.
Thank you.
All right, so
Started magic. Started with
thank
magic.
you. Thank you. That's how easy it is, folks at home, for you to turn your poem into music magic. It's only 10 lines. So, Chris, I want you to kind of break down for me and for the audience how you took my poem and made it into music.
All right. As the best I can remember. First of all, for me, well, first of all, your lines were they're pretty uniform in terms of syllables,
Okay.
right? Length of lines, which made it easy because sometimes poems, If it's just like free verse or whatever, it goes all over the place. You have one line that's really long, one that's really short. That's hard
Okay.
to work with. So yours was like very,
Ah,
yeah.
that's good. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised you didn't know that because it seemed like you did it that way on purpose.
I mean, I was thinking musically in my head.
Yes.
So I did have a thought in my head, like, okay, what would make a good sort of like refrain? Is that what it is? Yeah, I was kind of thinking of like, what's that refrain, that chorus?
And it very
thing.
naturally broke down into, for me, like a verse, and then there was kind of like a middle verse, and then what felt like a chorus, because there was repeating lines. You know, we can walk that line of Saintly Sinner, and then it sort of repeats. We can talk that line of Saintly Sinner. That lends itself to this idea of a chorus. So that's what the song kind of builds for. So
and that I did do on purpose.
Yes.
That I kind of like, since I had it in my
felt that
head
way.
that this was going to be music, I'm like, all right, well, what is going to kind of give a little musicality?
Right.
And what is going to like be a good indicator for you and for the audience that it is a song?
Right. And then I did add 2 lines.
Okay. Which
Because-
lines did you add?
Well, we had that middle section. There's the first 4 lines, which seemed like they were, okay, that's sort of like verse A. Mm-hmm. It just felt that way. I can't even I can't explain it technically.
Yeah.
It felt that way. And then you had 2 lines before, in between those first 4, and then the last 4, which feels like a chorus.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, and I worked with that, and I came up with some chords and a melody, but it didn't seem long enough. I felt like it needed to build more.
Okay.
So
Yes,
I added 2
stuff.
lines. So your lines were, I always wanted to play the villain. The jokes they get make soundbite gold. And then that would go right into the chorus. So, but it's like, okay, I need 2 more lines.
Okay,
So I added, I always wanted to make a killing, which rhymes with, killing, villain. And I always wanted to, it's a story that never gets old. So that rhymes with gold. So, and then I did that like drawn out thing, gold, right? And then that leads very naturally into the, we can walk the line of saintly sinner, right? Which feels very chorusy.
Yeah.
So if this song were longer, because this is short for a
Yeah.
song, like if you doubled this, then that chorus would come around and it would be like the song lifts.
Give me
you know,
something to work on.
kind of lifts, which is what a chorus does.
Nice.
So, yeah. So that was it. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Partly because of the hard work you put into it to make it
Thank you.
very song-like.
Thank you.
And then for me, it's about the melody. Like, where do I find the melodies?
Yeah. And I like how, especially that line, the first line about the virtual reality, I like how you kind of spaced it and really made that work. Because when I kept reading it back, I'm like, how is this going to work? But I'm like, oh, that's not my job. Your job is to make it work. And
Well, I've done
love
it
what
every
you did
which
with
way,
it.
too.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of find the way that sounds best. And I'm still not even sure I've found it.
Yeah.
Because we only did this in the past week,
Yeah,
so
right?
some songs need to kind of sit.
Yeah.
And, you find out 2 months later that you're singing it very differently than you did that first week because it kind of finds its way.
Kind of have to mold the clay. I think we should continue to work on this because this is something that we can do at an open mic.
Sure.
Especially your open mic, which is Echo Evolution. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. My good friend Katie Schneider and I have...
The Norwalk Poet Laureate, Kate
who's the
Schneider.
Norwalk Poet Laureate. We have been hosting it's now semi-monthly, used to be monthly, open mic at Eco Evolution in South Norwalk.
Yes.
The next one happens to be this Friday night.
This Friday, if you're
7 o'clock.
When this airs, it is
right.
falls on what day on the Fridays? Because when this airs, it might be a
it's on
little
the
off for people at
13th
home. The
Of
13th.
February.
13th of February.
Yes. So if that hasn't happened yet out there,
Yes.
head on down. Eco Evolution, Washington Street, South Norwalk, right in the heart of South Norwalk, 7 o'clock.
Beautiful.
And it's $5, and you end up getting 2-3 hours of music, poetry, prose, comedy, and who knows what else.
Yeah. And so, all right, let's kind of go into a little bit about you, because Chris Belden, we know you're an author. We know last time you were on, we talked about Shriver. That was made into a movie on Hulu called, what's the title? I don't know why I always mess up the title.
Because the title is a little bit forgettable. The one that
different.
they came up with, A Little White Lie.
A Little White Lie. So you can go watch that on Hulu. You also read from Closer to Freedom, which is the program that you do with incarcerated men, writing poetry, and then you compiled a book. So I knew you did that.
Yep.
I knew you did music a little bit because you do a lot of parody stuff that you put on Facebook. But I didn't know you were like a musician. And the song that you sang at the top of the show was incredible. And in my head, I'm like, I have to get Bob Dylan to sing this song. But I'm like, no, I got to get Chris Belden to sing my song. So you don't kind of like lead with the music stuff, or do you? And I just didn't know.
It depends what time of my life you found me. You know, I mean, at my advanced age, I've had more success, if we can call it that, from the writing. But I spent many years as a musician, and a working musician. Started out as a drummer actually, and was in bands for many years, and started writing songs eventually, and just kind of slowly got back into that. And then, you can find my stuff on Spotify and all those, places. So it is out there. I don't have that much opportunity to
triple threat
to share it.
You're the
Well,
male version of J-Lo.
I try,
And you're so humble. What keeps you so humble? Why are you so humble? You're so accomplished. You're so
the huge
talented.
lack of success keeps me
But
humble.
you are successful.
Well, I'm successful enough that I feel some satisfaction.
Yeah.
To where I'm at, but I haven't reached any sort of level where my head could possibly get big.
Yeah, I think you just have a humble heart. And
well,
that's a
that
typical
true?
humble statement from a humble guy, which we'll leave it at that. And go check out Humble Chris Belden, who is a multi-talented and completely successful in the eyes of the art gods, down at Echo Evolution. You can find him on Facebook, listen to some of his song parodies. And we are going to continue to work on this. And this summer, I promise, I'll come down to Echo Evolution and we'll do this. So I'll add some more verses. But unfortunately, we are out of time, and I want you to do another song. So you're going to stay and do another song?
Okay, doke.
Yeah. So check us out on the Facebook Speak Your Mind Facebook group. Post your poems or your song lyric poems there if you'd like. But most important, don't go anywhere. More from Chris Belden. Stay tuned.
Looks like love, tastes like love, smells like love, but is it love? Well, I don't know. She came east from California like a summer storm, thunder in the distance and a smile like a lightning bolt. Her eyes as brown as the dirt her daddy's buried in. She likes to keep them open, doesn't want to miss a thing. She walks like a barefoot girl on hot cement, on the balls of her feet with her skinny elbows bent. Walks like love, talks like love, stalks like love, but is it love? I don't know. have a penny to her name, yet she found a place on Perry Street, above a bar where all the artists meet. Soon we all knew her name and where she came from, what she wanted, what she needed, and how she planned to get it. She threw parties on the weekends, bring your own. Sometimes we danced in the kitchen beneath a clock shaped like the moon. Moves like love, moves like love, moves like love. But is it love? I don't know. One night we went up to her roof and watched the airplanes line up like a string of stars all the way to Philadelphia. She hung her head and cried. She said that all these people made her lonely. There was no place in this world where she belonged. I wiped the tears from her face and held her close. And then I kissed her, though I couldn't tell you if she kissed me back. Feels like love. Feels like love. Hurts like love, yeah, but is it love? Is it love? Well, I don't know. Last night I got a picture postcard from Las Vegas. She didn't sign her name. There was no return address. She wrote, "Please be happy," in her famous chicken scrawl. Underneath she drew a smiley face, and that was all. Is it love? Is it love? Is it love? You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you